The park ranger comes up and says, we're shutting down. It's like, gotta go. And we knew we had people on the way, so we sent out an email to everyone as fast as possible, say, please stay home, be safe. And having an email platform where we can just very quickly type out a message and hit send all to communicate that to people as fast as possible was really appreciated on both sides, because we were then scrambling to get all of our stuff off site and get our crew back,
get them safe.
Into safety. It really helps out in some of those really tight spots that race directors always hope that they'll never have, but they know at some point it's going to happen. And so RunSignup, even the unexpected, is there for us.
We view ourselves in partnership with our customers. We're successful when you're all successful. Our job is to basically build technology that all of our customers can benefit from.
Hi everyone, I'm Steve Bingham-Hawk. I'm a product manager here at RunSignup, TicketSignup, and I'm here with Travis from Fit Enable. If you want to tell a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so Fit Enable Productions is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We've been around for about 25 years now. Started off doing youth triathlon when that was a new thing, but now we pretty much focus entirely on road racing events. We have everything from mile to marathon. We have about 20 to 30 events each year of different sizes, but we have about 15 core events for our organization that really kind of power our event portfolio each year. And RunSignup has been a great platform. We've been on since 2014, wow. So we've been there for a long time. And we kind of got introduced to it kind of when we were relaunching like the 2.0 version of our organization to move more towards the race management side from training and other athletic activities. So it was a perfect opportunity for us to power our future expansion and business opportunities.
And what about your background? How did you get involved?
I grew up in race management. My mom is a former elite athlete, Olympic coach. She started the organization 25 years ago and doing youth triathlon, and then started staging events and then kind of going from there. And then my background, I grew up helping out with that as a kid. I went to law school and everything, but graduating undergrad and law school in the middle of the Great Recession opened up a lot of opportunities to go explore some other options, and I picked the one that seemed like more fun. Mm-hmm. And road race management, a lot of things to keep, a lot of moving parts to keep track of, a lot of stress sometimes, but it is overall really fun industry to be involved in, and so that's what I've been doing for the past 10 years now. So that's kind of how I got back involved, unexpectedly, but was kind of happy. I would not have made another choice, looking back on it now.
What do you love most about races?
It's really the people you get to meet. Whatever size event you are, it could be 100, it could be thousands. You're meeting so many different people, and like their stories of why they're stepping up to the start line. We have pro athletes. You kind of come out, just have it for a fun run. We have people who are doing their very first 5K ever, and it's a big thing for them to get. Whatever their health or fitness story might be, today's their day that they're gonna really push themselves to take it to the next level. We have a lot of families. We have athletes from 5 to 85, and so we say whether you want to run, walk, roll, or stroll, we have a place for you at our start line, and we want to support you in your athletic endeavors at whatever level that might be. So it's just really cool seeing the people. And especially when they come out more, you get to know them, and they become more like friends, and they're not just customers. They're not just a face in the crowd. And it's really cool to see them progress through over the years with what they're wanting to do.
So you said you joined in 2014 with RunSignup.
Yeah.
Prior to that, were there any pain points? Anything that sort of led you to seek out a new provider, and how did you arrive at RunSignup?
So we arrived at RunSignup because I met Brian Jenkins at an IPECO conference. He got us on RunSignup. We had been using a different provider beforehand that was a lot more difficult to use. The website was clunky and everything, and just the customer service aspect was less than desirable. And then we got on board with RunSignup and kind of went from there. It was just, the platform itself is so much easier to use, had a lot of cool tools, a lot of help, whether it's videos or help articles, or just you can reach out to someone, you're gonna get a response back like within minutes. It's Matt Sinclair is, a savior throughout the week. Whenever you need something, he's there for you. Even after hours, sometimes I'd be surprised when he responds. And it's just been so much easier, especially as tools get added. I mean, I can, if I went back and looked, 10 years, 2014, what was available. I mean, great platform at the time, relative, but I mean, it's almost probably nothing compared to what it is now, because the dev teams have been so hard at work making it an amazing experience for both us on the back end, but also the participants on the front end. It has really powered our growth. And again, talking with all those people we get in, they come back, and because it's such an easy experience for them, if they have customer service things or questions or whatever, it makes it, we're able to answer their questions a lot faster because we can get our questions answered so much faster. And it's been just a great experience. And things are built into the platform, like customer service tools. I personally don't do the self-management stuff because I like being, it's a good point of contact for me to get to know the participants and also kind of have a better idea what's kind of going on. So I handle all the customer service requests myself, but it's really simple. Like a customer service thing is like I can solve it in like 10 clicks or less on the platform, and it takes 5 minutes to go do whatever I need, including getting the email drafted and sent out. So it's a very quick turnaround, and we get emails back. Oh, thanks for your quick response. RunSignup has empowered us to have really great customer service because we can get back to people like that. And it's amazing. And it's appreciated on their end.
Right. So you mentioned all the development that continues to happen over the years. Are there any features or tools that you can point to that just really sort of took you to the next realm or really opened things up?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many, especially during the lockdowns with the virtual race tools and everything, and being able to post things where you can make announcements where you have like the pop-up, so people can kind of you can stay up to date or communicate in fairly real time with people as things change, and having either email and text message services. Because we've had those instances like last year. We were already setting up for an event and a thunderstorm came through. The park ranger comes up and says, "We're shutting down." It's like, gotta go. And we knew we had people on the way, so we sent out an email to everyone as fast as possible, say, please stay home, be safe. And having an email platform where we can just very quickly type out a message and hit send all to communicate that to people as fast as possible was really appreciated on both sides, because we were then scrambling to get all of our stuff off site and get our crew back,
get them safe
into safety. It really helps out in some of those really tight spots that race directors always hope that they'll never have, but they know at some point it's going to happen. And so RunSignup, even for the unexpected, is there for us. Well, as soon as we got all of our stuff loaded up, I went home, sat down with my laptop, and moved it was 150 plus people to a virtual race, and then I individually emailed them instead of just having, again, a mass email, which was good to get the word out and to communicate the important info we needed, but then to let them know, say, hey, I moved you to the virtual race, here are the links to go submit your results online on the RunSignup platform. It's very easy. If you have questions, let me know, but thank you for signing up. We're really sorry this happened. We're here for you if you need it, and we look forward to seeing you at our next race. And I think having as many individualized customer service points of contact, I think that is really appreciated by the customers, because they just don't want to be a face in the crowd. And when you treat them like a person, even when they know they're amongst hundreds, it's really helpful, and they'll take the news a lot better if they feel like they're just not being cast aside. Yeah, we definitely saw that a lot during the pandemic when things locked down. A lot of complaints, not with us, but just industry-wide. Oh, you're just after the cash. You don't care about the participants. All these different things, and it was a tough time. But now here we can go reach out to them individually, and we got a lot of great comments back. Oh, yeah, I was really looking forward to this. We're really bummed out that the race was canceled, but we understand safety first for runners and your crew. It makes it much more humanizing interaction and personalized, and and then all those people, they showed up again at some point. So they understand, and if you treat them like people, and again, the RunSignup platform really makes it easy because we can get the info we need to again reach out to them on a personal level and say, hey, thank you again for signing up for the 5K. Thank you again for signing up for the 10K. And you kind of just take it from there. So it's not just, hey, dear runner, yeah, see you next time. But it's, that was a good opportunity for us to really flex our customer service muscles, and the RunSignup tools we had really made us stronger on that. So that was fantastic. Now, other features, the virtual one especially, because that helped keep our organization, so many other organizations, going as strong as possible during some really tough times. No one wanted to do virtual, but that's what was available, and we made the best of it. And we, RunSignup really turned things around quickly. We only had to cancel one event in 2020 entirely, and that was in March, just a couple weeks after everything shut down. So, it was tough, but that was the only one we had to do. Everything else from then on for that year was virtual until we were able to get back to in-person. And then when we were able to get back to in-person, being able to have the hybrid structure has been helpful. Even since then, again, with that one race that got canceled on day of, I was able to move everyone to virtual very quickly and move on the best we could, and that's another good customer service point. We're not leaving anyone out in the cold with their registration. We're able to provide some race experience, to best of our abilities. Having the results integration, being able to build your race in whichever software you have, download everybody, do whatever you need to. If you need to make changes there, like on race day, you can just do it right in the software, and then uploads, get your results, automatically uploads. They get notifications very quickly, because it used to be that we do a race, we pack up, and by the time I get back to the office, I've got a bunch of emails waiting for me. Being able to do a lot more on site, while the race is still going on, I can go back and check and make sure if we missed a read or someone swapped a bib, we can fix those on site before the last person's even crossed the finish line, so people get the information they want and they're not waiting for it so much. And we really we push out all final results and the race photos by the evening of race day. So participants aren't waiting around wondering when they're going to get the things that we promised to give them.
Sure.
And so the RunSignup platform, plus with the integration to the RunSignup scoring software suite, make it really easy to make a lot of people happy on the same day. So that's been very powerful. And codes, using discount codes for marketing or just awards. That's actually been a really big thing for us with awards, as a lot of our community partners haven't been able to support things the way they used to do, but we shifted from giving gift cards out to using more of our own discount codes within the platform as an award. And that's been super helpful, and I think that's helped keep the flywheel moving for us, because it helps get those people back in. They get a nice little bonus. They can also, again, we always say, hey, you know what? You got a discount code? Bring someone out who's never raced with us before. Give them a nice little gift on their first race with us, and it helps share the love and get the word out. All the links and everything you use to share registrations, like referral links, the teams, and all those different things to incentivize people to get their friends and family out with them. Because everyone likes to go run, but it's a lot more fun when you got a group there to support you, or just have a good time.
I love that idea. I hadn't heard that about giving discount codes to your age group winners. That's really smart. Can you talk about, because I love your mention of the hybrid format, a specific event that you're doing, the hybrid model, and what that looks like? How do folks participate, and what do they get?
So we actually maintain the hybrid model for all of our races. It's a good option for a variety of reasons. One, again, would you have a plan B? If something happens to the in-person race, the virtual is already there. And again, a few clicks of the button, you can get everyone into that virtual and move on the best you can. And what we do is everyone who does the virtual, they get all the same stuff that the in-person participants do, except if we have a breakable giveaway, we'll substitute it for something that's not going to get smashed by the U.S. Postal Service. But they still get, if there's a shirt, a medal, whatever other giveaways are involved, they still get all of that. I'm the one who packages all that stuff up and takes it to the post office and make sure they have the best experience too. And we ship after the in-person race, because sometimes they do change their mind and say, hey, can I just hop into the in-person? My plans have changed. But the virtual allows people who aren't local, if it's a good cause they want to support, but they're not local, they can still sign up and participate and support a cause. If their plans change, like they have a business trip that weekend or a family thing comes up, they can say, hey, I want to participate, but I need to move to virtual. That's been probably the most common reason we've had people move to virtual. And then some people, they're either not comfortable doing in-person racing yet for crowds, or just whatever reason, or they have an injury, so they kind of need to walk at home instead of being out there. And I'd say virtual still comprises maybe 10%, 15% of our total participant population at this point. So it's a good option to have there, but it's a very flexible option to have on top of the in-person race.
You talked about working with nonprofits or causes that are associated with your races. So have you used the tools, the donations, the fundraising? Can you speak more about how you've implemented that?
So we use basically all the fundraising and donation tools, the individual fundraising and the fundraising teams. And that has been a pretty big selling point when we're talking to organizations that are looking for exposure. They either come to us, hey, can you do a race for us? Or hey, we'd like to be involved with the race that you already have going on. And when we explain to them, you can do that, and then here are all these other things you can use. And we already have some of our own resources, plus some of the resources RunSignup provides to kind of explain how those work. And they get really excited about it. It's like, not only can people make a donation while they're signing up, those people who do sign up or just can create a fundraising page without signing up for the race itself. They just want to support the cause, from their couch, which is perfectly fine. then they can set up a page and then reach out to all their friends and family, say, hey, this is a great cause, it's being supported at this event. Here's a link, you can go make a donation. And so it really expands the network of people we can reach, and you can do some cool things with those tools. You can customize the message on those pages. So it's like it's a Salvation Army, whatever cause. You have thousands of people involved, and they all have a different story for why the Salvation Army is important to them. Maybe when they were a kid, the Salvation Army was there for their family when they needed help, or they were a corporate sponsor that got really involved on their board, and that's their story for why they're involved. Both really great reasons to be involved with the Salvation Army, but very different, and they can explain that story personally on their separate fundraising pages. And then when they go out to talk to people who they're going to ask to donate and help support, it makes it much more personal, and they can really tailor their message when they talk to people they know, as opposed to having just one general, please come support this nonprofit, it's great. It's like, no, please come support this nonprofit, it's great, and here's why it's been important to me, which is a very powerful thing. Organizations and just individual fundraisers, anyone making a donation, they can use that.
And any experience with using the email marketing tool, our legacy email tool, or Email V2?
So we mainly use the email tools on the organization, like I guess the partner account level. Like we have a Sunday newsletter, and then I've kind of started doing like a Wednesday kind of just more informational email. So like the Sundays one's like for, hey, come out, here's a race, here's the info for it. And Wednesday's more like, here's good info for like just running or other things about our events, that like talking about the fundraising tools. We're going to kind of take an email and just focus on a tool to educate people in our own community about it, for how they can use those things for whatever events they might want to get involved in.
What insights or learnings have you gotten since using the platform, either about registration, about events?
A couple things I look at almost every day. We have the account on the partner account, we get the big dashboard, and I can customize those cards to see like the little bits of information I want. Like registrations, comparison to like this time last year, revenue comparison, whatever it might be. There's a lot of options. You can build out your own custom dashboard for what matters to you, and then you can do that on the race level too, where you can see the comparisons, because it's just a nice little snapshot to see where things stand. Because all race directors these days are hearing the news, things are down, registrations aren't happening quite as fast, and I can go into our events and see, actually, no, we're pretty good. You might be 4 months out from an event. We might only have 12 people signed up right now, but this time last year, we only had 6. So we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's kind of nice to see those things that kind of keep, with all the bad news going on, RunSignup very quickly delivers us little bits of good news to kind of keep us happy and our hopes up. It's like, oh, you know what, we're doing great. It's going to have a great fall season. Sure. And it's just just a matter of time. It's just you get closer to the event, and more people sign up. But it's nice to see we're doing pretty good, pretty far out. And those little snapshots, being able to pull down reports if you really need to go into detail. Like even just this morning while we're sitting there, we were looking at one of our athletes who's been in a bunch of our teams. He has 45 different registrations over the past 2 years with various teams and activities, and you can really see who your core people are. Of course, we know someone who's going to sign up that many times. We know them really well personally, but where you can see kind of like what their lifetime customer value is, the kind of things they sign up for, and you can get to know your participants in a very detailed way, personally, and then just on the business side, and see what things work. We try out different ideas. We don't want to stick to just the basic 5K, 10K race model, and so we try different event concepts and ideas, and some things work, some things don't, and then we have the tools to modify pretty quickly when we renew that event next year. Okay, so we'll just take that event down and shuffle some things around and make it work better, for everyone. And it's cool having that information at our fingertips. We don't probably use even a fraction of what's available, because there's so much. But when we do have a curiosity for something, it's like, oh, well, I know I can go find it and pull it down, study it, and then make a decision, or just be kind of, it's like, oh, it's interesting, and kind of just go from there. But there's a lot of information we can pull down. Everyone is familiar with like all the digital tools and stuff out there. It's very easy to have like a shiny object syndrome with like all the different things, like the social media, whatever tech tools. RunSignup really helps focus you, because it brings so much together under one roof, and it makes it easy to kind of do what you need to do, whether you have one race or you're like us where you have like a portfolio of races. It brings it all together, so you're not having to go log into half a dozen or more different platforms to do what you need to do. It's all right there. All you got to do is go click the sidebar to find the tool you want, or search for it, and it'll just deliver it right there for you. So it saves you a lot of time, it saves you a lot of money, because you're not paying for all these monthly or annual subscriptions. RunSignup is pretty much free to everyone who uses it. There's a service fee for the registrants, but you can also take that and on yourself. You're not going to find a better option that includes so much anywhere else. And having used a bunch of different registration platforms over the years, I know I'm not going to move. You're just passing up such a good thing to not use RunSignup. And the customer support is there if you do need something. They're there for you. Account reps are there for you. It's an amazing experience, which allows you to provide an amazing experience for your participants, which is what we're all after anyway. If you make a great experience for your participants, they'll come back for you the next time, and they'll bring some friends with them.
Perfect. Well, thanks, Travis. We appreciate your time today. If you liked our conversation, please like the video and subscribe to our channel.